alignment in a relationship? Is there a difference? Maybe you start there and then kind of get into how that works.
Okay, so relationships, vast choices of relationship. There are couples who comes together in agreement to be in a situationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there are couples who comes together for vast purposes in making money or just being friends or however. When we come together in a union, that is completely different. There is a vast difference between a divine union and just a relationship.
Right.
Because situationships are only for a certain of time. Right? Situationships does not last. They are situationship because two people wants to have fun together, hang out together, travel together, or whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
A union is a choice made. And when you come into a divine union, these two people must sit and evaluate when they are making this choice to come together. Are we in alignment?
Right.
Now, alignment is, do we have the same fundamentals, the same vision? Are we being grounded in the same purpose? Which means, are we going to have a purpose in Christ? Are we going to have a purpose to build a foundation for humanitarian care? Are we? What is the foundation you are building on?
Right.
And have this communication before making the choice to say we are going to be in
Together.
a union. Now, a union is a lifelong union. Is a choice made to be together every moment of every day with each other. It is not just a relationship that, oh, well, whatever happens through this relationship.
Right.
That is not a union. A union is put together by God. Once you bless that union under the covenant, you are now under a covenant, a commitment with each other to follow through for the assignment and purpose, the greater vision, for the end purpose.
So you mentioned a couple good points. When you talk about the purpose in a relation, or I'd say relationship before it becomes a union, right? How do people identify what their purpose is as it relates to a union, right? Now, the context is individually we should know what our purpose is. Coming together, how does a couple know and sit down and talk through what their purposes are individually as well as a couple? What are some of the things that you know when you talk about knowing the purpose, how do you identify if there is a purpose for that union?
Okay, first let's speak about the individual person. If someone does not know themselves and know what they are desiring, not what you're being told to do, what did God put inside of you? What is your gifting? What is in your innermost being? Is your passion? Okay, because going to work is just a job. You could go to work and hate waking up in the morning to go to that job. That tells you you are only existing. But when you are doing your purpose in life that you are so passionate about, you look forward to it. You wake up with a joy to do it because it brings you that fulfillment. Now, when you get that fulfillment at the end of the day, with what you have done for the day, then you know you're in your purpose. When you're excited, when you are harmonious in what you're doing, when it feels like music to the soul, then you know you're in your purpose. When you're serving is a purpose. It is helping humanity. It is helping another's life. It is doing in the sense that it brings about a fruit.
Right.
Not to the person, not only to the person, but humanity itself. You are planting seeds, right, for a fruitful outcome. You are in your purpose.
Right.
You must know this first within yourself, individually. If you don't know your purpose, then you have to find yourself.
Yep.
Because then you're going through life just in a matrix. You get up, you're going to a job, you come home, and it's a routine of the same thing. And you're hating this because it is not bringing you a fulfillment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So first you must find this within yourself. Then the two people that is choosing to say, okay, we are going to be in a union. And remember, a union, we're choosing each other for life. Should have this communication. Individually, what are our desires?
Right.
Are we aligning in this? Remember we had a session on, for example, a doctor marrying a cashier. And they're trying to now have a communication. And the doctor would like to speak about the people he has saved for the day. Right. And the cashier is speaking about all the people she has dealt with for the day.
Yeah.
And the two of them are sitting there trying to meld this together, bring this into a harmonious balance, but it is not falling into place because they cannot comprehend each other.
Right.
This is not an alignment. This was just a relationship. Because two people say, well, we like each other and we flow together, and flowing together is not going to sustain
the relationship
for the duration of the journey of the relationship. It is a choice to be together. And when you make this choice, unless two people are cheating on each other, abusing each other in a situation that they are breaking each other, you do not break this union.
Right.
Because this union was put together also by the divine creator. It is called divine design for a purpose.
Yeah.
And you must have this. If it doesn't fall into place, in alignment, you're going to continually have an argument in differences.
Right.
You're going to continually be on a different page because one is speaking of a purpose, vision, assignment, and the other one is trying to say, well, you have to come on my side and understand me, and it's going to continually be this battle.
Yeah.
And eventually it will fall.
It will fizzle away.
Yes.
We are getting a question online.
Yes.
So we have a question from, this is Anima Sahantao 8258. The question is, do you believe love grows over time or happens instantly? Do you believe love grows over time or happens instantly? So I'm guessing love at first sight, we hear about it. Is that a real thing?
Yes. Love can happen at first sight. However, there's also infatuation that happens at first sight. You have to know the difference.
Yeah.
A love that happens at first sight is when you get that innermost being that the soul tells you, I have connected with someone I'm falling in alignment with. I feel something. It's
something
not
pulling you.
Something pulling you. It is not a feeling. It is becoming an emotion.
So how can you determine then between an infatuation feeling and that connection?
An infatuation is up here. An infatuation is when the person just glances at the other person and say, "Oh wow, okay, whoa."
Yeah.
Infatuation.
Yeah.
But when you look at someone and it is love at first sight, the eyes is the windows to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes will speak
Right.
of the soul and the heart of the person.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That's how you know.
the love that connects, that you will know it's the soul that is speaking to the other person.
Mm.
And that is how you know, okay, I have gone beyond infatuation.
Right.
Love at first sight, but there is the contact of the eyes that is saying something. That's how you know.
That's how you know.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other question, love grows.
Yeah, grows over time or happens instantly, right?
Love grows with the journey and the transition of the union, because the union must grow. It will not stay the same as when you first came together, because time change,
Yes.
age change,
Mm-hmm.
maturity changes.
Mm-hmm.
We grow.
Right.
If the union is stagnant and is the same as when you first began, you're not growing, you're not evolving
Mm-hmm.
for the purpose.
Right.
So through the journey, love grows, and it will grow deeper by two people continually choosing. Now, love is a choice.
Right.
We must know that love is a choice, because you choose to be with the person each moment of each day
Mm-hmm.
that you are with that person.
Yeah.
Love is not just going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We have to put effort into it.
Yeah.
It's consistency, it's a choice, it's communication, reciprocation, the sharing, the valuing of each other.
Yeah.
And this is how love grows. And it grows deeper. And the more, now, a man needs more from a woman than a woman, probably, because women are the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
We are the builders of this home, of this union. We keep it together.
Right.
We can endure and endure as long as the man is giving what the woman needs. And this is how it will endure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully her question, we have answered your question for you.
Yeah.
If it is not clear, kindly ask again.
I guess, yeah. So the other part to that question, this is part 2, is how someone can rebuild trust if it's broken. And then we have just a comment from Menzies Elite Recruiting Services. Sounds like you know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Not sure.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure.
They just commented deep. So appreciate you guys
Gratitude.
chiming in.
Gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude.
Yeah. So feel
Indeed.
free if you do have questions, chime in. We want to make this conversational. So
Absolutely. Loving it. All
Yeah.
right. If trust is broken, now, trust can be broken in many ways. If trust is broken in the financial matter, this can be rebuilt, because this needs transparency and clarity and clear communication, consistent communication. Two people needs to show each other and speak about their income and sharing this.
Right.
It is not one-sided. It is shared.
yes.
On both parties, okay?
Yep.
If trust is broken by one of the partner cheating, we have had this communication already. This is the hardest trust
To rebuild.
to rebuild, because when someone cheats, they not only cheat on the partner, they have broken that person. They have caused, it's like taking, I'm going to put it in this sense. It's like taking a knife and putting it in the heart of the other person and saying, I have done this to you.
Yeah.
Because you disrespected the person, you devalued the person, you dishonored that person, you took that person's heart and literally twisted it.
Right.
And say, well, here I'm going to crush you.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what cheating does to a person, to another person. And it all depends, because some people really do not care. If they are cheating, then they do not care what their partner is doing, right?
Yeah.
But when someone genuinely, authentically loves you and you cheat on that partner, you have destroyed that person. You have taken the trust and everything that person is giving you and destroyed it. Literally put a crack in the foundation that the two people are building together.
Yeah.
So this is what cheating causes.
Yeah. Now to one of the questions, do you think, how can you rebuild that trust, right? Is that trust, is it at that point, is it broken? Is it too far gone? Is it repairable?
The two people can say to each other, okay, we can try to make this work. Okay, and if we are going to make this work, transparency 110% now has to be given. The person that cheated has to be accountable. What time, where they're at, with whom they're at, where they're going, with whom they're going out. They have to be accountable for everything they do and bring clarity in order to repair this relationship. Because it will take a lot for someone to now trust you again. Our words is meaningless unless the actions are aligning, are following what we are saying.
Right.
If we are saying something and our actions are showing something else, how can we trust? There is that gap, right? We are constantly questioning, can I trust this person? Because this person is saying this to me, but they're showing me something else. They are doing something else. Okay, and this causes a trust issue, because one partner is constantly on edge, and questioning, can I trust this person? Is this person right for me? Am I supposed to be in this relationship or union? Right?
So I saw a clip of a wife talking about the fact that her husband cheated on her. The scenario was they had a miscarriage a year before, and she, for whatever reason, could not rebound emotionally. So every time her husband wanted to be affectionate with her, she would turn him down, right? To the point where, he felt like, okay, well, my own wife is turning me down. He decided to step out at that point, right? Now, we know that cheating is a choice. It definitely is, right? In a case like that, do you think it's repairable in that relationship, where they both can come back to understanding that, their bodies belong to each other from that standpoint. Yes, there are sacrifices that are going to be made. We're not always going to feel like we're in the mood for it, right? But there's an element of sacrifice as part of that union, talk about purpose, right? Is that relationship repairable? If it is, how do they do that?
Okay, first let's bring something to clarity. Love is selfless. When you love someone, you love them selflessly, which means you are giving of yourself. A love that is, when we behold the divine creator within us,
Yeah.
and we honor God, love is selfless. We give it freely. In a union, it is not to be taken for granted, however, but love must be given freely. Now, the husband that cheated on the wife because she had a miscarriage to a woman is literally the same as cheating on her. It breaks her. She has, because when a woman is pregnant, when we are pregnant, we are feeling this being growing within us. It stirs the emotion. This is why we have emotions and we have feelings, and we are on a different level of intimacy and emotions, right? Because we can now start feeling this human being growing inside of us. And the love we carry for this child is beyond the love we have for anything else. Because there's a human being growing within us, right? And a woman loses a child. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. When a woman loses a child, it affects her hormones. It affects her emotions. And if a husband is not patient to understand this and say, okay, I marry you, this is sacrificial. Now, this is where sacrificial love comes in, selfless love. To say, all right, I will take the time it needs to help us, union, remember? Us to get through this. Because she's not the only one that lost the baby.
Right, they both did.
They both did.
Yeah.
It's not just her.
Yeah.
The fact that he cheated on her because she could. Now he took this personally. It was not it is not personal. It was not an attack against him. It is the crisis. It's a debt. She is mourning a debt. People have different timelines on mourning period, right?
Yeah.
People can get over someone in a month, 6 months, a year, It all depends on the person. However, she's mourning the loss of their child. And he went and broke her on top of that because he cheated on her. Right? He made a choice. Everything we do in life is a choice. Absolutely.
Now, let me add to that, because one of the things she did admit to was the fact that she was nasty to him, right? She essentially just treated him, I guess it was her way of dealing with it, right? She admitted she didn't deal with it the best. She treated him very poorly, right? Almost telling him to, if I can't do it, you could step out, right? Now, in cases like that, how does a man process that? Because is that a violation of the union when a party says, hey, you know what? Step out. Or, again, is there a threshold of patience? Or, we can all say, hey, listen, we're not Jesus, right? Jesus could have done it. He had the wherewithal, the strength. He had the Spirit of God to help his self-control, right? But in a case like that where she's admitting, I brushed you off, I pushed you away, I gave you a reason to step out, and he took the reason.
No.
Okay.
No. You do not take the reason and step out. You have made a choice to be in this union. Now let me flip the script for a moment. Let's say, for example, okay, God forbid, he hurt himself an accident, and he was unable to perform.
Right.
Or, he has now crippled himself. Does she leave him?
I would say no. The only difference in that is, okay, if he is treating her that way, I think that's what balances the scale, right? Now, I don't agree with it, right? I don't agree with it. When I heard the story, it just, as you were talking, it just brought it up. So I'm like, this could be a message for men who are going through scenarios like this, or even women, where the other party is dealing with something that's personal. They're not dealing with it in the best way, but if that emotional connection is a real thing, right? And how long is too long? How far is too far? How long can you go without trying to rebuild that connection? And these are real scenarios.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's real life. This is real life. In this situation, this husband needed to have communication with her. Ask the question, when she is saying these things, you look her in the face. Is this really what you want? If this is what you want, for me to step out, then we might as well end it. Because once he stepped out, he has broken the covenant.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And once you break the covenant, what happens? You have broken the union. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You broke the foundation, you broke the family, you broke the union. Right?
Yeah.
So in these scenarios, communication needs to happen. Can we endure this? Are we going to fix this? What can we do? How can we get help? There is help out there for every situation, okay? Before you step out and cheat on your partner, kindly seek out the help.
Yeah, and seek the right help, not the help that's calling or sliding in your DMs.
No. The necessary help you need, okay?
Oh,
not the one that comes into, I can do this for you. No.
There's lots of those.
Yes, communication.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yep.
Absolutely. This must take place not once, not twice, but on a continuous basis. This is consistency of communication.
Yeah.
And I am 100% sure that if he had asked that question and gave her time to think about it, she did not want to destroy her marriage. But what was she going through? When she is saying this to him, it's because she's feeling that she has disappointed him, that she could not give him a baby. She lost their child. Losing a child is drastic. You have lost your human being that is growing inside of you, right? It is very painful. So I can be here, I can sit here and tell you it is not what she wanted. If he had only taken the time. And yes, it takes patience, just like it takes patience through the journey of the union.
Right.
Okay? A union is a journey. It is a daily journey to the end.
Yes.
Whenever that end is. So this takes time, it takes patience, it takes emotional maturity to sit there and say, all right, there has to be another way.
Let's talk about emotional maturity, because that's a very good point, right? Is it safe to say that most people in this world today are not emotionally mature?
I deal with them on a daily basis.
Right? Most people are not emotionally mature, which translates into most marriages, people aren't emotionally mature. Right?
Yes,
just simple,
Yes.
Logic, right?
Yes.
How do people navigate relationships where the the maturity distance between the parties becomes extensively large? Meaning, one party says, I'm good. I am who I am. This is who I am. This is who I'm always going to be. The other party says, there's more. There's growth. There are things I'd like to. I'm chasing the best version of myself. Okay. How do couples navigate unions where that's the dynamic?
If you are saying to your partner, this is who I am good, accept it, that means the person does not desire growth.
Right.
They are not going to change. It is a very clear message. It's either you say, well, okay, you know what, I'm going to have to do my purpose and move on with life. I'm keeping my union, but I still need to do what I'm here to do.
Right.
I still must continue my purpose. Because that person is telling you very clearly, I am going to be just who I am, and I do not intend to change.
Right.
And that's the message. So there is nothing really you could do about that. Because emotional maturity is growth from within. We choose to grow. We choose to change. We choose to develop. We choose to see the side of our partner.
Right.
When we are in a union, you're not in a union for yourself. You are now no longer living for yourself.
Right.
You are living for your partner. That is what a union is. That is what this means. Selfless love, it is for the other person.
Right.
So the choices we make it with our partner in mind. The things we do it with our partner in mind. What is best for him or her? How can I help that person to grow? How can I help them to become their best self?
Right.
It is by empowering them. It is by choosing to learn them, to learn who are they and how can I help this person to get to their best self.
Yeah.
That is what selfless love is about.
Yeah.
But it goes both ways. And it takes two partners to do this, right? Yeah. So if one is continually doing it and the other one is stagnant and does not want to grow, it's going to drain, literally drain the energy from the one that is trying. And then the union will go this way, right? One will be stagnant and the other one is moving forward in life.
Now, in cases like this, I mean, what do you see as the outcome, right? And I know we touched on it in a prior conversation around at what point do you say, okay, it is no longer healthy. This is not helping because the dynamic is so radioactive.
Communication again. Communication. And you must sit and have the agreement to say, okay, what are we doing with this situation? Are we going to grow together? Are we going to separate? Are we going to go on our different paths? Are we going to become just a situationship? Communication. What are we? The question needs to be asked. What are we and what are we doing together? Right? This is why I strongly encourage two people when they are dating or courting for union, have this communication. Communicate about everything. Not just, oh, I love you.
Right.
Love is an action word.
Yeah.
It is not just a word. Love takes effort and action put into it.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So you must have this communication. Are we going to grow together? Are we going to, for example, I have a vision and a purpose I'm a humanitarian.
Right.
I love to help the world, people, especially I have a love for children. And the partner I will come in union with, if we do not have these fundamentals together, we will have issues.
Yeah.
Because I will be doing this. And the partner does not like children, or does not want to be around kids, or does not want to see the transformation in a child,
right.
you know? So this needs to happen.
Yeah.
We could, love each other all we want, but the union is what's going to have that foundation. And if we cannot have these fundamentals together, then the union is not going to work out.
Yeah.
We're going to be together for a period of time,
Yeah.
and it is constantly going to be a fight or a disagreement, or you're walking on pins and needles because you were trying to make your partner happy, but you still have to do your purpose in life. Right? So this is how you choose your partner. Choosing your partner.
Right. That's a whole other segment.
Yes. We should have this segment. Choosing your partner. This is how you choose your partner, is you have these communication beforehand. And love, people take love as this, oh, I love you, I love a car, I love, people love everything. No.
Right.
No. You can't, this is not love.
Yeah.
This is, fundamental infatuation for what you have.
Right.
Because love, authentic, genuine love. Is a choice made.
Yeah.
And you desire to see the other person becomes their best self.
Yeah.
And you will work with that foundation to help grow that love. That is love.
Yeah.
It takes patience, it takes communication, it takes reciprocation, it takes value, it takes, taking the time to be attentive. Speak less, and we have 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Right.
We speak less for a reason. We speak less and we listen more.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know that we set out for about 45 minutes for this segment. The other 15 is kind of just, answering any questions or wrapping things up.
Yes.
Anything top of mind on this topic that we haven't covered that you'd like our audience to know?
Yes. I've been getting a lot of questions.
Okay.
Love. The number one question is about
the L word.
Love, the L word. And values. What are values? Let me first speak about values. Value is respect, honor, care, kindness for another human being. Valuing them means you respect them. You speak to them with the utmost respect. We must look at life this way. We must think this way. What we do not desire for ourselves, we should not give to another human being.
Right.
What we do not like for ourselves, we should not treat another human being that way. If I do not want to be spoken to rudely, I should not speak to someone else rudely.
Right.
Okay? And And values. When someone does not value themselves, they cannot value another person. We're going to have this topic.
Yes.
This another one. If I do not value myself, I cannot value anyone else. If I do not love myself, I cannot love another person.
Right.
Everything begins here. And always evaluation must begin here. We should never judge someone else unless we evaluate ourselves first.
Right.
Are we perfect? No. Are we hurting someone? We need to evaluate these things, because in this world, everything is a choice. How you choose to treat another person, keep it in mind. It will boomerang. It will take its full turn and come back around all the time. It never fails. Never fails. Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't see any other questions in the chat. So we will...
Let's end it on this.
Yes.
Love is not just a word. Love is action in motion. Love takes effort and action to flourish love. Love, if you water just the rose and you do not water the root, the rose will eventually die. Right? So love is taking the time to nourish it, to value it, to give it the needs of what it needs to develop and grow.
Powerful. Love is effort. That is the message for today.
Action in motion.
Action in motion.
Yes.
So hope you guys got a lot from today's talk about alignment in a union, in a relationship. Hope those scenarios around, relationships and being there for each other, as we go through things in life. I hope that resonated with you guys. So keep
gratitude to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so kindly.
Keep tuning in. We're going to continue to bring you some good conversations. Don't be afraid to
commune with us.
Yes, commune with us.
Have fun with us.
that too.
I have a crazy sense of humor. Okay.
Yes, she definitely does. Definitely does. You light her on fire.
I love to laugh.
And you watch her laugh. Yes. So from us to you, enjoy your Easter Monday.
Yes.
And enjoy your week.
Blessed week to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you kindly.
Yes.